3. Baseball trick shots. Wait.
Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to talk a little bit about free-to-play players, because that's a subject we don't really talk too much about on the channel. So there are several things you need to understand about free-to-play player, and the main subject of this video is how to make credits when you're a free-to-play player, so with a Tech 3 tank. To answer this question, you need to ask you three main questions. The first one is, what kind of class in the game has the lowest repair cost in terms of ammunition, of overall reparations, etc. This question is easily answered. It's light tanks, because light tanks in this game are not meant to have expendable items to repair, etc. So in order to make credits, you need to look up for a light tank. Now the second question is, which tier is the best to maximize the profit you can make with a Tech 3 tank. If you take a look at tier 1, from tier 1 to tier 5, let's say that you will do as much credits as you need to repair your tank. Therefore, it's quite a good balance, it's equal, but we're not looking for something equal, because if it's equal, you're not going to make credits, you're not going to lose them either, but you will not make credits. So we need to climb up and to step up a little bit the game, and it leads us to tier 6. And why especially tier 6 and not tier 7, tier 8, tier 9 or tier 10? When you climb up from tier 6 to tier 7, the repair costs are gonna increase drastically, especially the ammunition cost, because when you're playing at tier 6, most tanks still have tier 5 guns or even tier 7 guns, but when you reach tier 7, they have tier 8 to tier 9 guns, and these are the guns that are extremely expensive to run with. So that's why I thought that tier 6 is probably one of the best tiers to make credits without spending money. And talking about that, the last question you need to answer is, how am I gonna equip my tank? It's extremely important, because if you're a free-to-play player and you want to make credits, you should not use adrenaline or even repair kit, etc. I know it's a real struggle, I totally understand, but if you want to maximize the profit, try to avoid also playing with gold shells, because the more gold shells you will shoot, the less credits you will make at the end of the game. So overall, the VK2801 seems to be the perfect tank to make credits. Why? It's a light tank, so the first criteria is done. For the gun, it's not a high gun in terms of ammunition cost. It's simple, it's an easy tank to run with. So the second question is answered. And finally, it's not the kind of tank that really needs to run with adrenaline, because you mainly can avoid using that. It's not gonna be really something horrible not to play with adrenaline on the VK. So yeah, that's the tank you're looking for, but there is a cons. Of course there is a cons, because if there was no cons, everybody will play this tank, at least every free-to-play player. The problem with the VK is double. The first one is, it's a light tank. Light tanks need skill. It's the hardest, at least in my opinion, the hardest type of tanks to play with, because usually, as you don't have any armor, the game is not gonna allow you any mistakes, and you will be punished for every single bad move. And that's a problem. That's a problem, because most free-to-play players are beginners that don't know yet if they really wanna spend a lot of credits in the game for the moment or not, and therefore it's not really suitable for a newbie playstyle. That's the first thing. And the second one is, light tanks overall have a light penetration, at least from tier 1 to tier 6. And this light penetration can be a struggle for both new player and pros, especially when wargaming is implemented completely broken tanks at tier 7. In terms of armor, I'm talking about Grave Digger, Lupus, all this kind of stuff. So you need to adapt your playstyle to this, and it can be pretty boring sometimes to do that, simply because you would rather play the Lupus than the VK2801. That's logic, but also because it's hard for new players to have to deal with the regular tanks wargaming are implementing, especially premiums, because the more the game advances, the more broken the premium tanks are becoming. So overall, the goal of this video is just to present a little bit the VK2801, which is to me one of the best tanks to play with if you're running on a free-to-play account. Maybe there are several other tanks that I didn't talk here about, but I thought, in my opinion, that this one is the best. But of course, even if you're playing this tank, you're not gonna make millions. If you really want a good account to make a lot of credits, you need a premium tank and a premium account. There is no miracles for free-to-play players. If you're a free-to-play player, you're gonna struggle more than a premium player, and that's logic. I mean, that's the point in pretty much all games, except maybe Fortnite. I don't think it's the case in Fortnite. But yeah, overall, when you pay in a game, you have advantages, and when you don't pay, you are struggling. And that's the case of free-to-play players. And if there are any free-to-play players watching this video, you have all my respect, because I could literally not play a game without spending money on it. I'm not patient, and it really requires a lot of patience to be able to climb as a free-to-play player to the top and to tier 10. It can take months, maybe years for some. Of course, there is maybe one last thing I want to talk about. The more skill you have, the better your games, the more credits you will gather. So even if you're a free-to-play player, if you are a good player, you will make more money than the average guy. So yeah, don't have anything else to say. Maybe I would like to, for free-to-play players that are watching this video and that are using some tanks of the game to make credits, just to tell me in the comments what tanks they are using, and probably so I can do a top 5 video, top 5 free-to-play tanks to play to make credits or something like this. It could be quite interesting. Also, I want to tell you one more thing. I don't know when this video is going to be uploaded, but this week I'm not really available, and as I'm not available, I'm rushing my videos for the weekend, so don't expect me to stream. That's all overall. Thank you all for watching. I don't have anything else to say. I'm probably gonna leave you with the end of the replay here, and I'm gonna see you soon for a new video or maybe a new stream. See ya, guys.